Nice guys always finish last. You've heard it time and time again, but it's true, dog. Ain't nothing that can change that. Unless you choose to go the path you need to go. Bro, like, honestly, if you're still a nice guy and you wonder why you can't, or why you're not, you know what I'm saying, getting the girl's attention, that sucks, bro. And you need to get rid of that. You need to get rid of that mentality. This ain't Disneyland, bro. This ain't Disney World. In this reality, the guy doesn't always get the girl. In this reality, the girl isn't always pretty and innocent. Being a simp is really sad. I've been a simp nearly all my teenage years, and it's gotten me in the worst situations ever. So yeah, I know how you're feeling. I know. You could, just because you got her number, don't mean she's the first. Don't mean you're the first person that she had in mind, or worse yet, the only person you had in mind. Bro, she talking to 16 other fellas. Or, since we can't sound outrageous, 5. Now, I'm not a misogynist, okay? I'm not saying all girls are like that. I don't want to think that is. But we're not living in normal times anymore. And let's be honest, a lot of us fellas, we making some stupid choices. We be thinking it's okay to be sleeping with all these girls, and you wake up one day realizing that you got all 10 of them pregnant. Heck, Chief Keef is a great example. Not too long ago, he had a 10th baby mama. Disgusting, man. Claiming you was an alpha and you doing all that simp garbage. Come on, man. There's a saying that good times make weak men and hard times make strong men. Not just physically and all that stuff, although that's a really good thing, but mentally too. Because when times get rough and you care about yourself, it is almost certain that you will not put up with the BS, that you will get up and do something with your life. And that's the thing, man. Being a simp is when you're being submissive and weak and feeble-minded. You know, doing these crazy things to the point where you're nearly neglecting yourself just so you think that the girl, or in this case the woman, will like you. And you'd be surprised that there are a couple of females that aren't impressed with that. But for many of them, in this day and age we live in, they take advantage of that so they can use you. See, that's the thing. When you're a simp, you give them attention, you give them time, you give them money. And in return, what do you get? You get nothing. And be like, I think you're a nice guy. I don't see why you don't have a girlfriend yet. I hope you do. I hope you do get a girlfriend, cause you're a nice person, all that stuff, and you deserve someone like that, like, and you had the disgusting look on your face, like, what did this person just say to me? You'd be like, wow, like, I did all that for what? Just so you could tell me that? Like, shut up. There was this girl that I went to high school with. Man, she was a fine Puerto Rican, man. In fact, I was hoping to swap my V-card with her because she decided, spend this one day out with me. But see, I was dumb. I was such a simp that Basically, I got friend zoned by her. She was talking to all these bad boys, and she even mentioned to me some sexual favors that she did for them. Which let me know that she was being a succubus all the way, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. See, that's the thing about good girls, bro. They are hard to find, especially if you want to attach yourself to one, man. It comes to the point where even I think they're obsolete. Even though I'm yawning so much. Even though, you know what I'm saying? They're still around. You know, it's hard to believe that they're still around. The good girls are still around. The good women are still around because, you know, there's so much garbage going on. And it's making you sick. It's making me sick. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, this girl, she was fine, bro. She was a fine Puerto Rican chick. Black, long hair. Good face structure. She was one of those girls that was like thick, but it was slim at the same time for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Like, if she gave me a chance to crush them cheeks, I would have done that. But that's not the kind of person I would be. I wouldn't want to swipe my V card with someone who's probably done it before. And she would tell me that, oh, she hasn't done it with these people before. Like, girl, your sexual market value is a 9.3 out of 10. Stop lying to me. Bootylicious. Scrumptious titties. Precious lips. Lovely eyes. Come on now. And at a time like that, I was not thinking straight. You know, we were friends and all that. And the dumbest advice I ever followed in high school was, oh, you should be friends with her first. Then, you make your move and she'll be more comfortable with you. Like, that's not how it works, man. Next thing you know, I step in that car with her, and I had this monthly check. They sent hundreds of dollars to me every month because for some special reasons. And I went to Target with her. And when I went to Target with this woman, I'm not gonna mention her name because that's how bad of a person she is. I go there, and she says, "Hey, I need you to buy me a bikini because it was a day off from school, and we were gonna go to the water park in Brooksville, Florida." She said, "Okay, so I don't have money to get a bikini. Could you buy one for me?" I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." Now think about this now. She puts me in the friend zone, but I agreed to buy her a bikini. Can you believe that garbage? Can you believe that? That's hypergamy right there. And I fell for it. I was being a simp. Next thing you know, she made me spend money on the gas, spent money on the rides, everything. And I was wasting my whole check. I didn't even have a job. And here I was, acting like I had everything I needed. We were in the hillside of Brooksville, driving, and all she did was use me for money and all that stuff. And she started, and what I didn't like about her was that she would always repeat the same questions just to see how mad I would get. Like, she was so bad, bruh. Come on, you gotta know your worth, King. Being a simp. I was being a simp. I never talked to that woman ever again. And she's talking about, oh, I'm still a virgin and all that stuff. Like, girl, no. 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 Someone was busting all kinds of nuts in that pretty face of yours. Don't lie. Someone was busting nuts on them titties. Someone was busting nuts on them booty cheeks. We're talking about loads of it. Mm-hmm. You cannot fool me. You're looking too good to be saying you a virgin. Woman, stop. I couldn't. I didn't understand that woman, and I never like to get back to that, but what happened happened. I can't argue with that. You feel me? So, what is a simp? A simp is when a simp is a man who overvalues a woman and puts her on the pedestal. So when someone says you a simp or you simping, it means you're doing too much for somebody that could care less about you. Specifically, we're talking about the opposite sex. This girl, you're trying to get her attention. You're doing all these things. You open it, like you be texting her so quick. You give her money to help her buy something, stuff like that. You're asking her permission. Oh, can I go to this place, stuff like that. You're overvalue. You're putting too much value to her. You're validating her too much, and she's not doing that for you, and you're okay with that. That's simping. This was me all throughout high school, my friends. That was back when I was being a beta male simp. I was blue-pilled as hell, man. That was the stuff even my mom was trying to warn me about. Because we don't live in normal times anymore. So what do I mean when I say the nice guys finish last? Well, it's simple. Number one, girls don't like that at all. And plus, a lot of females in this generation, a lot, not all, right? Because you got some that actually are being productive. The problem is, they're the ones that are hard to find. I'm talking about the females. Not the authentic women that are trying to, stay in the right path in this filthy behind world we live in. No, the females, okay? See, the thing about these females is that they go on this ride, and in case you haven't heard of it, you're gonna remember this. All right, take notes. They go on this ride, especially the hot ones, the hot females. The ride is called the cock carousel. Yes, I said it. The cock carousel. What's the cock carousel? The cock carousel is where the female spends her youth, partying recklessly, doing all these crazy stuff, screwing the alpha guys, but setting rules for the beta males. Meaning, she kicks away the soy boys, but when the bad boys show up, she gets wet. She sleeps with them. From dude to dude to dude to other dude. And there's stereotypes for these kind of bad boys. If he's white, they refer to him as the Chad. If he's black, they refer to him as Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray. If he's Arabic, they'll refer to him as Muhammad. If he's Asian, they'll refer to him as Chang. If it's a Hispanic dude or Mexican, they'll refer to him as Pedro. You know what I'm saying? The bad boys, man. And the reason why they'll sleep with these bad boys is because the bad boys don't care. They're probably handsome, take care of themselves. They can live up to 50 years of age, and they'll be aging so well and all that stuff. They'll still be, getting to, hit up these girls. They're able to pick them up because they're so alpha, because, they're alpha males. They're able to get these girls to come with them and, have some fun, especially in the bedroom, all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not that kind of person, but that's how the alpha males are. So by the time she gets older, her looks are going to fade. And when her looks begin to fade, it's gonna come to her senses that no bad boy wants her. And that's when she's gonna look for a nice guy. That's why nice guys finish last. That's how it works. Now, MGTOW means men going their own way. They are not a misogynist group of sexist guys. No, it's a group of guys that have been screwed over by the system, as well as the people that, the females that they thought that they were in for a good ride, but they ended up screwing themselves up. Now, I never heard of a member who was mean to their wife and they were called MGTOW. No. Especially if it was a good woman, no. But that's the thing. The MGTOW community consists of guys who played the role of a simp even in their marriages, and they got screwed over, they got hurt. It came to the point where, hey, their child isn't theirs, they still have to pay for child support. That she was the one who cheated on me, she was the one that ruined our marriage, that tore up the family, and yet you still have to pay millions of dollars in spouse support depending on if you're rich. Or you still have to pay some money to her, whether you're in the middle class or high class, basically. That's what the MGTOW community is. It's men choosing to value themselves. It's men choosing to have their freedom. Now, I'm not saying that marriage is a bad thing, but it's a risk. It's one hell of a risk. And you can't tell, and you can't, as men, if you're a good man especially, not a perfect man, but a good man, you can't really tell what's going to happen next. You really can't. And that's the sad part. Now, I'm not MGTOW. I'm not. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would like to be with somebody, special and all that stuff, but I would have to, wait a decade or two. I'll probably be looking for love by the time I'm 25. Because right now, I gotta work on myself and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not MGTOW, but I am Redpilled. And by Redpilled, I mean that I know what I need to do now that I know how female nature works. Now, in my opinion, I do kind of wish that the MGTOW community could mention that they're not being hateful against women, but I'm pretty sure they made that clear a couple of times. I just wish they did that more often, just so I wouldn't offend anybody. But at the end of the day, the truth offends everybody, and especially in this, my bad. The truth offends everyone in this generation, especially. And there's no stopping that from happening. So all I can do is say that as a red-pilled dude, it's time for me to take up the reins and take up what I've learned. I still have a long way to go. But I just hope this video kind of helps you understand some observations from not just me, but from other people in the fellas in the manosphere specifically, as to why being a nice guy isn't that good. Because nice guys, just because you're a nice person doesn't mean you're a good person. Because when you're nice, you can get taken advantage of. And it doesn't always just apply to when you're trying to get the girl. It also applies to every aspect of your life. So, if you're being a simp today, stop. Stop being nice to these females, bro. Like, be a gentleman. Just because there's a difference between being a gentleman and being a nice guy. What I'm trying to say is prioritize yourself first before anyone. I mean, I fear God, so, after talking to him, I make sure that I'm taking care of myself, taking care of my needs before I go about anyone else's. Do that. Because the thing about these females, the difference between you and these females is that they're not the prize, you are. You see, don't chase females. Prioritize yourself. So that when you master yourself, you give them an opportunity to come after you. And then you can do the picking. That's all I have to say. I just really hope that you can take this to mind, because it's really not easy stuff, and I don't expect everyone to like what I'm saying. I'm struggling to try to spit out the truth the best I can, and you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much all there is to it. Just if you're being a simp, now's a good time to stop. In fact, what I recommend is read the book The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. And it's a really good book for you fellas that are struggling with how to work on your manhood. And it's not easy stuff. It might surprise you. You may like it, you may not like it, but give it a read. You know what I'm saying? Learn something from it. See, I made this video not because I'm not telling you to hate females. I'm not telling you to do that. No, that's misogynistic. No. What I'm trying to tell you is people are unpredictable, so you need to know the facts about yourself and the other part of nature. That way you can make better choices. You're a human being. Let's not forget that. You're not perfect. So the best I can do is show you some insight, and you can apply it to the real world. Because if you can apply this in the real world, everything I just told you, it's not going to help. I still got a long way to go. But at least what I told you right now is something I am working on, and it's actually helping. Prioritize yourself. Nice guys finish last. Don't be a simp. Don't put the female on the pedestal, because when you put a woman on the pedestal, she will look down on you. She'll have no choice but to look down on you. Prioritize yourself. About my friend I was talking about earlier, she said that I want, for when I'm in a relationship with my man, that he should prioritize himself first before me. I want to be a second priority. And I believe that's probably the smartest thing I ever heard out of that woman. So with that being said, I really hope that you have a good time. This is part 1 of this series, being a simp, and how bad it is. And I really hope it helped you fellas. So with that being said, I'm out. This is Midnight Unit.